Yup, that's me.
You could gaze into the future. You might think life would be a breeze.
Nobody admits anything they've done! Living off a copy from a book none of you wanna touch!
Hey dolls. Inspiration struck, and here I am in front of the camera without a stitch of makeup on. Anyway, welcome to my channel and my room. Yes, welcome. I had some redecorating to do. Before inviting you all over, how does it look? Don't you just love the lighting? Oh, be careful, don't eat those. They're artificial. Now for the reason we're all gathered here today. Copic markers. If you grew up poor and an artist, the closest thing you would get to a Copic marker was Crayola. That's not to say I never had Copic markers before, because I did. On one faithful Christmas day, I was surprised to see my mother gifting me a set of 36 Copic markers. You heard that right, 36. Oh, how I was overjoyed. But as time passed, the numbers dwindled until there were none, and I was Copicless again. But alas, I have come into some coinage and have decided to build my army of Copics back up again. But there is a twist. Using a random pick wheel, I handcrafted myself like I'm Hephaestus. I will choose 3 random colors. Whenever I can, I will buy them and then design a character with them. I don't think anything like this has ever been done before. Now to select the colors. These are the colors that have been chosen. But since I was a dum-dum, I got the wrong blue at the store. But since it's 1-0 off, I decided to just use it and put the B0000 back in the color wheel. Oh, well hello, and welcome to my closet. Let's get dressed and go get the bounty, shall we?
They do it over there, but we don't do it here. Fashion, fashion, turn left, fashion, turn left.
This outfit should do just fine.
Skibbity train, who gives a fuck engine? Edging and tuning and burning some munch. Chicken cheese all over my lunch. Skibbity, skibbity, hop to a hop. Yeah. Happy, happy, happy.
Hello, welcome, bienvenue, welcome back to today's videos. Yo, what's up, guys? Today's video is a bit of a chunker, so buckle in, get some snacks, and get comfy. Today I'm doing a bit of a sketchbooking and character design. I decided I would only use these three colors: willow, pale porcelain blue, and pale yellow. And of course I had to swatch them. The initial character I thought of was a plant-related character. I think the colors gave me a lot of inspiration for a plant-type character, but also I just did some Poison Ivy fan art, so maybe that was still on my mind. I drew the little floating head sketch in my main sketchbook when I first got back with the markers. I knew I wanted to draw a plant-themed character, but I had no references, and this is what came out. She kinda looks a little dragon fruit inspired, but my intentions were kind of warrior-esque. But obviously, this wasn't the final design. Please do not mind the other mess in the tiny sketchbook. After swatching the colors, I quickly got into some sketching because I already had an idea of what I wanted for her design. I initially decided to continue the initial design, but I feel like it came out a little bland, and for some reason she kind of looked like Jeepers Creepers. I don't know why, and I'm not gonna talk about it. Anyway, the sketch wasn't satisfactory, so I moved on to another sketch using the markers in the color willow. Sometimes I like to sketch using markers or highlighters. I just feel like it gives me a bit more flow and feels looser like the first sketch. This one came out weird looking, kind of like E.T. I feel like that's because I'm just in the warming up phase. I'm not loose yet. Let me get loose and then we can really get to work. I was also just casually scrolling through Pinterest, not really committing to any references, but while sketching I kind of picked up the 50s and 60s aesthetic vibe and kind of ran with it. I don't think her character would be set in the 50s or 60s, but maybe she was born there and just really likes the style of those times. You know I love a Beaufont or a 60s updo, so you know I had to hook my girl up. I also put her in a sweater because for some reason I'm getting like late winter, early spring vibes from her. It's probably the colors. With the last sketch, I explored a more humanistic portrayal or design, and I wanted to explore that a bit more. So far, I'm getting a bit of a duality vibe from her, which I like, and I think makes a good character trait for her character, and it makes her more interesting. She's got this very prickly side to her, but on the inside, she's kind of sweet and soft. I feel like more recently, I've been kind of all over the place artistically. I think it's because I'm not working on one specific project, like my Scout and JoJo comics. I was working on a Christmas comic for them, but of course I didn't finish it in time and kind of just decided to drop it. That's not to say I won't pick it back up. Anyway, I said all that to say I haven't really been sketching or focused on one character or a story, and I think I need to get back into that. But at the same time, I really enjoy the spontaneity of making YouTube videos. I never know what I'm gonna do each week. I also want to do more sketchbook videos, but filming in person makes me hella anxious, and it also takes up so much storage in my phone. Anywho, back to the character. I think this sketch with the hair and the bow and sweater and scarf is when Petunia's character really came to life for me. So yeah, her name is Petunia, like the flower, and for some reason I thought the lyric in the Lean Over, the Life Without Bridges song was Petunia Brave, when in actuality it was Virginia Plain. Just don't. I don't know why I thought that, but I did. Anyway, yeah, that sketch really got me in the zone. I felt like I immediately knew who she was after that sketch. And then I just really started to have fun with the next sketch. I was playing around with her proportions, making her hair bigger, and trying to get her face shape down. She has a circular face with a very strong chin, but initially I was going for a more heart shape for her face. I also really tried to carry on the strong chin throughout the rest of the concepts, but I think I kind of lost it. I'm also realizing her eyes are huge, which has been a natural part of her design since the beginning. And for some reason, I felt like the top left section needed a bit of sprucing up. And for some reason, I put vines and some blue.
Got some blue going on.
And stars, and later on I colored in the vines and stars. And if I'm being really honest, for a split second, I wanted to stop recording, but something in my brain silly bitch told me to continue and prosper on. So I did some thumbnails, which I never do, to plan out a color scheme and outfit. I think initially I definitely had the perception that she was gonna have a bit of a prim and flowy softcore vibe. So with the first thumbnail, I knew for sure I wanted her to have green skin. I wasn't entirely sure about the color or the hair, but I know I didn't want it to be yellow. So I compromised and used the black Tombow Fudinosuke liner, which I really like to give her black hair. Well, I fell in love with it, but I had to test out the blue hair, but I really didn't like it, so I went with the black, of course. I don't have a lot of characters with black hair or even dark hair, so this was refreshing. I like the outfit. I feel like it's totally her vibe, and simple yet effective design that shows off her style and personality. And I gave her an ascot cause why not? And of course, the second thumbnail is just everything in reverse. These thumbnails were for the main drawings of the video. I chose to go with the first thumbnail for the majority of the final design. The second one just didn't feel complete and fell a little flat. I want to talk a little bit more about Petunia as a character. After I was done filming, I found this character analysis sheet on Pinterest and filled it out. So this is Petunia, also known as Petey, written P-E-T-E, but pronounced Petey. But only her closest friends and family call her that. It's Petunia to everyone else. I also want to clarify that some of this is subject to change. I haven't decided on a definite story or characteristics. This is just what I came up with in the few short days I have known her. So back to Petey. I mean Petunia.
Oh, okay.
Her gender is female and she is heterosexual, which was hard for me because almost all of my characters are gay and gender androgynous. But one thing I will do is support a woman. Her age is undefined because again, I support women and their right to anonymity.
That's a black king right there. That's a black king right there. Give me that, give me that.
Again, nothing is definite, but I put guardian ? As her profession. I have this vision of her protecting her homeland, river/forest, which is why I later gave her a warrior plant version and why her race/species is river/wood/forest nymph. Now that I'm writing this, I'm not even sure what a nymph is, but according to Google, a nymph is a minor female nature goddess in ancient Greek mythology, which is crazy because I definitely thought nymphs assisted goddesses. Nonetheless, that's not exactly her vibe. They are often depicted as beautiful, youthful, and carefree. That's more her vibe, but obviously there's more to her. Nymphs are obviously associated with natural phenomena like springs, trees, and water, which is also her vibe. Initially, I wanted her to be a plant nymph, but I feel like that restricts her, and I kind of want her to be a all-around nature nymph with the ability to tap into all elemental powers with a focus on plants. They are also seen as having healing properties, which could work for Petunia's character. I definitely see her as the caregiver and healer type, but that's not to say she won't cut a bitch. They also have the gift of divination and shapeshifting powers. X-nay on the divination, but yes way on the shapeshifting. I think it would be cool to see her turn into plant form animals. It says they are not immortal but extremely long-lived, which I agree with, only cause death and decay is natural, and they're all about the natural order. And Google says they are distinguished by the sphere of nature they were associated with, which I guess means they have different types of nymphs. Nymphs, like forest and ocean nymphs and river nymphs. And lastly, examples of nymphs include the Oceanids, which are actually kind of cunty. Nereids, which are also kind of like ocean nymphs. Naiads, who are more freshwater focused. Oreads, one of the mountain type of nymphs. Dryads, which is more like what Petunia is, and many more. Petunia is honest and more of a leader than a follower. She's the utmost polite, gentle lady nymph out there. She's not inherently a political person, but she certainly won't sit on the sidelines and let injustice run amok. She's more nice than mean, but I will say she's nicer to animals and nature and her own kinfolk. She's brave with a little feistiness. She's got a lot of fight in her. She's an introvert at heart, which to me means she prefers time alone with nature than she does with other sentient beings. She's also calm and collected, but can get really excited at times, like when she sees a baby bird take flight for the first time. She's 5'10" and dominantly right-handed. She's strong and fast, but not like Superman, more like Vixen or Captain America or Kraven the Hunter. Petunia has health in abundance for herself and others. But if her homeland is afflicted, she will be too. She's not super energetic, but she has her moments. She's not a beauty queen, but of course she is graced with beauty by nature. She has an abundance in style. Specifically, personal style. Another part of her lore is that she enjoys fashion and going into town whenever she can to shop and collect clothes. Petunia is intelligent. She's happy. She's not super confident or humorous. She's a girl afflicted with anxiety, unfortunately. And because she's an anxious girl, she's not at all patient. She's passionate and extremely filled with empathy. I put down she's wealthy, but I have no idea how she would obtain her wealth. But she needs it to buy her clothes. She's not an aggressive person by nature, but she is filled with creativity, calm, power, love, and modesty. And these are her beliefs. She believes in magic because she may possess it and have seen it up close. She doesn't have a sturdy belief in luck or reincarnation, but she has experienced luck. She has a stern belief in good and evil and prophecies. Family-wise, I don't think she has one in the traditional sense. I think she has a Tinkerbell kind of origin. But she does have a kind of found family in her siblings of nature. Story-wise, I would give her a best friend, but at the moment, since she is a new character, she doesn't have one. But if I was to assign her a best friend from the list of my OCs, I feel like her and Barbarella would get on well. I think they would get into some shenanigans. She was born sometime in the 50s on a special guarded riverbank. She has no pets or soulmates, but I feel like I kind of want to give her a really clingy, feathered friend. She has other likes, but I kind of want to talk about her voice claim. I thought about maybe the actress who played Periwinkle, Tinkerbell's sister, and also Pike from The Legend of Vox Machina, but they didn't fit. But Isla Fisher.
Give me the boots and no one gets hurt. Get me the boots!
She fits Petunia's character so well. Her voice is distinct, yet soft, but it's strong. Because sis, soft is strong.
I'm here to announce that Sis Soft and Strong is officially out now.
Now, let's talk about her likes and dislikes. So these are her favorite things. I'm not sure she has a favorite person, so I didn't include one, but maybe Barbarella could be her favorite person down the line. Her favorite color is baby pink, but baby blue comes in second. Her favorite thing / object is this extremely grand willow tree that she spends hot summer days under. Her favorite animal is a baby deer, also known as a fawn. Her favorite place is the Manaban Rivers, which is a mystical channel of multiple rivers that her people protect. It was named after Lisa Manabal. For some reason, I thought her last name was Manaban. And her favorite hobby is sewing. She could spend hours sewing a garment. Her favorite thing to sew is a long, flowy skirt. Petunia is a sweet soul, so she doesn't have many things she hates, but poachers and deforestation are two things that make her blood boil. And lastly, I wrote a little bit about her lore. Petunia is a mythical guardian and protector of the ancient Manaban rivers. She likes to travel to the mainland to buy clothes. And that's all I know about her for now. Can I get some commotion for her warrior plant form? I didn't even use a reference for any of it. She looks kind. I wanted it to look like the armor was a part of her body. Let me finish this damn nickel tape and get on with my day. I'm really hoping this shit don't bleed. I checked it, so I'm like, hopefully not. Okay. I gave her a gemstone in the middle of her chest because Steven Universe is embedded in my brain. There are also vines holding up her luscious black curls in a high ponytail. Also, this hair looks so good in person, it's so textured. And no shade to myself, but why the fuck does she look bald? She ain't got no edges. I mean, for some reason I ran her edges away in plant warrior form because she clearly has bangs in her semi-human form. Speaking of her semi-human form, I'm obsessed with her little outfit and her hair and the way I colored her skin. I'm a little on the fence with the yellow highlight / blush on her nose and knees. I like the yellow lips for sure though. Obviously, I strayed a little from the thumbnail. She still has the same silhouette and of course the yellow ascot and the yellow socks and the black Mary Janes. I could not fit on the page, but here is a video of her wearing them.
I'ma ride that dick like a stolen car. I got the best pussy that you had thus far.
I also didn't include the pattern, but I don't think I ever intended to include it. I also really enjoy drawing ribbed material, specifically sweaters, so I gave her one. I also included this fuzzy hip thing to break up the blue and to use more of the yellow. Don't even get me started on her hair. The bangs look phenomenal. The flow is impeccable and the booth font is so good. I also left some white in it for a highlight effect. I'm running out of things to say, so I'm gonna leave, but I'll be back. Oh, before I go, I also colored in the vines to add character to the pages. Anyway, please like and subscribe and let me know if you enjoyed the video. Peace out and stay Campalicious. I'm done. Bumbleclad. Bumbleclad Rasta blood. Bumbleclad Rasta blood clads. Your man pound the little thing. It's over. I'm done. Yeah. Blood clotting, I'm done. It's over.
Cut the cameras. Dead ass.
I finished. This is Petunia. Okay. Yep. Adios, muchachos.